struggles early in games. And that one gets away from Despines.
That's a heads-up play back there behind the dish.
She's now on third. Off speed, getting under it. And Monroe back to make the play. A little damage done as Duke.
She can touch 70, but she continually messes with hitters' timing.
Little chopper from Lotus. And making the play good. It's picked up by Gold for out number 1.
Who sits down in the 8 slot.
Is that pretty common? Do you see that very often?
I mean, not in the major leagues, right?
No, yeah, you really
Shift
don't.
is now not allowed.
I would think it might throw you off as a batter. Coach says, I think they're headed in the right direction. And catching the outside corner, strikeout number 1 for Drug Mueller. And Duke 3 up, 3 down, heading into the second. She's facing now, and there you see her numbers, though. She's been pretty impressive. Coach saying she's so proud of her handling it. And that is full contact all the way out, but tracking it down. Mack with the play at center field. Last game of the regular season. It's great to see her back so soon as she goes the opposite direction. And right place for Pickens for out number 2. But good contact again for Duke.
Yeah, they are squaring up Zabala.
And gets her swinging. First strikeout of the ball game for Zabala. And Duke holds up 1. Dribbler down third. Malaulu with the play. Didn't quite get full contact.
Really good job of just throwing on the run, getting an easy first out.
And Drug Mueller set that up perfectly. And taking the first one, Taylor Monroe. They'll say it's fair, and again, Malaulu. And finally, able to line that one and find the gap for the base hit.
First hit of the game for Louisville.
Tough to get the wheels on the bag to give him the opportunity, and slicing under it, and play made by Vega. So Maddie Grant and the Cards leave 1. Heading into third.
Big win by Notre Dame.
And taking the first pitch, sending it out to Lorenz. It's Deanna Jennings, the junior. Yeah.
By the transfer.
And that one just misses. So with a walk for Malaulu.
She's got 3 stolen bases on the year so far.
Brings up Vega. And that one was fouled. Oh, no, hit instead. So Amina Vega hit. Yeah, there would be hard to just stand there, but it was a good job there. And a beautiful swing by Anna Gold. And she's going to bring Malaulu across for the second run of the ball game. And for
a pop in her bat, but she is very fast. So putting her at the top of the lineup gives her the ability to produce RBI because of the speed that's at the bottom of the lineup. She, however, takes advantage of that opportunity given to her by Anna Gold with the ball back up.
And good patience, but right at Lotus for out number 2.
So good to see Lotus back in that injured body part to be able to go 100% without thinking about it again.
Maya Burgess back to Monroe for out number 3. So Duke leaves a couple on, but a little dribbler and just picking it up and getting it done. Malaulu, I love it. Don't use the glove. And good patience, finds an opening there for the base hit. That's what you like to see in the 9 spot, to bring everybody back around here with just 1 away.
Amina Vega moves over on the other side onto the left side of the field.
And knocking it down and not able to finish though was Gold, but wow, what a different look that has when you see them coming in.
What messes with a lefty hitter who's typically liking to just place that ball.
Takes the second, gets underneath it. And Jennings makes the play and holds that count to Despines. And just gets the bat on that, but right back to Drugmuller. And so 2 left on for the Cards. Speaking of getting underneath it, she gets under this one and out into the trees and good. Home run for Jada Baker, her 5th on the season. The solo shot puts Duke up 3-0.
When you talk about power, that's exactly what we needed, right? Ball up in the air, allow the wind to help it out. It is tough to hit the ball out at Louisville. Tall fences, 200 down the line, 220 to center. But this one left belt high. I mean, that one right down Main Street. She said, well, let me give a little souvenir out there beyond the fence.
Right.
That not only is her 5th home run of the year, but it ties her for the team lead. But that it takes advantage of aggressive hitters in the box for Duke.
And Coach April said she's been pretty pleased with it. And just misses the outside corner. So Rodriguez will take the walk. Shows bunt, lays it down, and I thought it hit her. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, the home plate umpire, Stacy Newton, did not see it, but out there in the rotation, Brad Newton moving over, recognized that that ball hit her out of the box.
Yeah, she got blocked out from behind the plate, but
when you bunt this ball, she does a good job of getting it on the ground, but then as she exits the box, runs into it, and because of that, it's an immediate dead ball, resets the runners, and puts her out on the board.
First out brings up Deanna Jennings, been battering with just some lingering injuries and struggles, as making the play on third, Alexander gets the lead runner at second.
It's so important to keep that lead runner off and out of scoring position, knowing
and the runner goes and throw off the mark, and she's going to continue all the way to third. Heady play on the bases for Deanna Jennings.
It's so important to slot of the batting order. She's actually come up in some really key situations with RBI potential.
And right there, you said it. She brings Jennings across. 4-0 lead for Duke.
More disciplined approach at the plate.
Gets contact there, sends it right back at Boo, up the middle. Base hit, and the bat's starting to warm up with 2 down for Duke.
It would tell you that you had room, you hadn't hit dirt yet.
And there's the swing and the strikeout, the first for Boo in this one. And
dissect and then simplify the message, and that's exactly it. Let's get the bats going and be more aggressive.
And taking the first pitch, and it got deflected, but making the play, Vega gets it done. Saw Thatcher take the first. Not the case for Monroe, and the dribbler to Vega, scoops it up, out number 2. Boy, how much as a player would you love your coach to say, okay, like green light, just go for it and, you know, relax and swing. And the swing from Alexander, and the out for Duke. 3 up, 3 down. We'll get a chance to
So much success quickly as the first head coach at Duke.
She sure has. Off speed, and that's Mathis taking it, but making the play. It's Alexander for out. Coming in for Burgess. Slaps this one to Monroe, and the speed not quite enough for out 2. But ready to go from
To the last 3 games.
2-1 the count, and now the beautiful swing there, right up the middle for the base hit.
Great response, not trying to do too much, knowing that she
2 count to Rodriguez. Baker on first. And gets her swinging.
EP replacement. So an opportunity to make an everyday lineup, get the bat off the shoulder, and cannot do it. Ventrelli goes down looking. And that's one of the things that Coach April talked about with us prior to this game, was just
it's every bit of that, but right at gold, out number 2. And hey, here's Sunday's featured women's lacrosse matchup on ACC Network. Just gets the bat on it, and she'll take it. Treadmuller not able to get to it. There's not a lot of room in the chopper, and it works perfectly. So leaving one on. Suzanne Bush, Joanne Lane will be on that one. I was listening to them yesterday, stealing all their good stuff.
well, they're just a fun listen. I love Joanna Lane, one of those trusted friends of mine that
outside. It's a piece of it, and Alexander there for out number 2. Jennings had to. Boy, takes the first one, no hesitation there. Big swing right back up the middle from Malaulu.
pitch to pitch.
And trying to backhand it. Oh, and not able to make the play was Grant, and a break for Duke as Malaulu.
Pitch up at the letters.
Boy, gets every bit of that, sends it out the opposite field, but perfect placement for Pickens out and right. As the Cards force Duke, they lead.
To just find her footing.
Trying to jam her a bit, and instead full swing and makes her way to second, head first. So finally getting on the bag, and a good TCU, a team that unfortunately for Notre Dame, they were putting it together at just the right time. And that's a tough foul play to make, but Malaulu gets the out.
That she's shown that she can have a mature at bat in the box.
Oh, and let it go. Thought she got the walk, and instead the strikeout. Backhand. Malaulu makes the play. So a tough one to take for Louisville. They leave one on. It's 4-0 Duke heading into the 7th.
As low as it, and then the 50s.
Yeah.
Like Notre Dame able to come out and get that at-large bid, but you never want to leave it up to chance. Being able to pull an RPI that gives you a better chance if you don't win the tournament, right?
Aaliyah Terrell back in. She came in a little later to fill for Burgess. They get the force, Louisville does. Gets this one, finds the gap, and that's going to move Terrell all the way around to third. Boy, the speed, and Baker to second.
Well, and
Sambu came in to the circle for Louisville back in the 4th inning. And making the play at first. It'll still bring a run across, though, Terrell.
your purpose being close to the plate as a middle infielder.
Pretty confident in the circle. Takes that one. Sends it to short. And Rowe making the play. Nice job by Grant at first. But Duke adds another one, up 5-0.
Lemley Clemson won game 1 on a 4-run 5th inning.
And the first pitch and big swing. Allie Alexander with the stand-up double. That's the way you got to start it off in your last potential at bat. Available. Oh boy, just missing for Garner McKinnon.
First walk of the day.
And the strikeout takes down Jordan Williams. Misses on that one. So the walk for Pickens brings the top of the lineup
for the fence and score a ton of runs.
Got good contact, but right out as the shift came over. And the play is
important for your pitcher to not miss their spots. If Garner McKinnon threw that ball on the inside part of Lotus's bat, on the plate, that ball could have gone to the right side, but she kept it on the outside. Lotus, with a really good hit, does get the sac fly.
Got jammed a little bit, pops this one up. Vega is there, and that'll do it. A little bit of a scare late by the Cardinals, but Duke able to handle it.
And with that win today, they secure the series and look to get the sweep tomorrow, hoping that the rain stays away.
Duke goes up 2-0. They get the win today, 5-1. That's going to do it for us from Louisville. For Jenny, Dalton Hill, and Krista Blanc, so long. We're going to send it now to Stanford at Virginia Tech, Alex Perlman and Aaron Miller. Thanks for being with us today, everybody.